Right, quiet from the crew, please. Still track it, so it's inside. All right, still running, and action.
What, in here?
You need to leave your phone here.
Oh, it's turned off.
Yeah, they can still track it. I saw it on CSI.
We'll let you out when we get off the ground.
Right.
Dave, I'm ringing about the next movie. We're gonna make Banker Dave 2 the sequel, The Lone Ranger.
Cup of tea?
Love one.
This guy, that's Dave. This underdog is, he'd basically taken on the world to help people.
Hello, Mr. Mancini. My name is Dave Fishwick.
This does seem to have touched a chord with people in not just the UK, but sort of around the world. I guess that sort of Dave v. Goliath element of the story, and also that sense of the importance of community and sticking together and looking out for each other.
Mr. Fishwick, you're opening yourself up to a charge of slander.
Not if I'm telling the truth, Your Honour.
You're gonna get a little bit more excitement than the first one in the sense of the stakes have been raised because Dave is now taking on the mafia. And, so that's gonna be wild. So that's why, you're getting cops involved as well to give him protection. And if you like Def Leppard,
we shot a film in 2022 called The Bank of Dave, which was based on the documentary series of the same name about Dave Fishwick, who was a minibus dealer from Burnley, and it's a fantastic story.
This is my idea. I open a tiny little bank in Burnley Centre with very low overheads.
Not really up to much, is it?
No. Give people 5% interest on the savings. We then take that money and lend it out to local people. And this is the big one. Any profit that's left, after the overheads are paid, I give it to charity. It can't be that difficult.
That might be straight to jail.
If you go out and raise £50 million, it'll be reasonably easy to set up a bank.
Yes.
You got the money?
No.
It hits all the right notes. It's just got that bit of magic. It's got the man against a machine sense of community. It's got the ambition, and it's about doing the impossible. And that's what I loved about it.
So, I understand that you would like to open a bank.
That's right. The Bank of Dave.
It's catchy, very catchy.
I got a phone call from America. And he said, "Is that Dave?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "My name's Piers Ashworth." He said, "I'd like to make a movie about your life."
So I went to see Dave and I bought his rights, wrote the script, and then Piers Tempest came on board and he jumped on it.
It was an incredible success, and I think was one of Netflix's most popular acquisitions in the UK, which just really shows how it struck a chord with audiences. Dave's story was really embraced by the public in the UK and around the world.
There is method in my madness.
They recognised a lot of Dave's community in their communities. It's about the same thing.
His Bamford packed up. That's how we made a living. But with no bank account, no address, where were we supposed to turn?
I got him a new one, he paid me back £2 a week.
It's about unfairness, and it's about, is there another way, is there a better way? And I think that was really lovely to see. Hence, in Bank of Dave, the sequel, we're really trying to give the audience the same, in a way, but expand the canvas into a much broader, more international feel. Again, it's based on one of the documentaries called The Lone Ranger, and we've taken that and added a bit of film magic to it.
Dave? Detective Adams, how you doing? All right. Longtime friend of Jessica's. She told me what you were doing. I thought you might need some backup.
Again, it's about standing up to a wrong. It's about community. It's about the same problems in America and in the UK.
Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Let's go. Let's go.
Excellent. Brilliant. Thanks, Rory. Thanks, Dan.
So we're in week 2 now of filming, and touch wood, we're all good. I mean, you know, there's always an issue every day, but we're making our days. We've got some great material, so we just got to continue for the next 4 weeks, and then we'll have it in the can. It hasn't been challenging asking people to come back and do Bank of Dave 2. Everyone really enjoys it. And I've got to say, one of the primary reasons is because Chris Foggin is a director everyone wants to work with.
Michaela, we'll do one more. Michaela, just the same eye lines again, all right? Okay, straight away.
He's an incredibly nice man, and it's such a happy atmosphere in the film.
Alright, take please.
We pick up our stuff from the hotel and then head straight to MetLife Stadium.
Wait, why are we going there? Def Leppard are playing. I'm so excited. Wait, what?
We know their manager.
No. So, desserts?
You want something?
I'd like a glass of warm milk.
Not there?
It's really important to cast actors who could fit into a world, the Bank of Dave world. And that really is actors who genuinely care about community and have the right ethos for the film as well. And then that same with Def Leppard as well. Everyone's here because they want to be here and they believe in the story. And that is such a wonderful thing for a producer, because everyone's pulling in the same direction. There's no ego. It's just everyone wants to make the best film and tell that story.
This isn't about trading on people's misery. If we don't make a change, then that's a blow to the whole community.
Wait, hold on. We're on the same side here. Oh, Amit, who plays Oliver. What a tender, wonderful human. He's so present, he's so caring, he's so considerate. And, you know, there's no wonder why he got cast as Oliver, because Oliver is very much the same.
As soon as I got that script, we were discussing who's right for it, and he was the first person we went to. That was the kind of look. That never really happens, especially for me if I'm trying to cast a film. But yeah, he was just perfect for it.
Okay, I've got 3 words for you. Burnley Football Club.
Chrissy Metz, I've been a fan of hers since This Is Us, and so it was really cool to work with her and have a lot of scenes with her. I really enjoyed my scene with her in The Precinct.
Well, you look well.
Oh, well, you were always a lousy liar.
Oh, Chrissy's just amazing. She just got on with the crew from day one. Every time she was on set, there was just this lovely energy. Just amazing. Loved every second of it.
Okay, I need a favor. So Dave Fishwick, who's been campaigning for the payday lenders,
Yeah.
he got an extradition order for Mancini.
No shit.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
So it's time for this scumbag to face the music.
Yeah, but is he gonna comply?
Not a chance.
But Rob Delaney, what a treat, what a gem. And again, somebody that I think is wonderful and kind and brilliant.
Who the hell is this clown?
Dave Fishwick runs a community bank in Burnley. They loan money to local families and businesses and give their profits to charity.
So he's like a communist?
I've always wanted to work with Rob because Rob's kind of created work that I've always wanted to make. So his Catastrophe TV series kind of was a big eye-opener, game changer for me almost.
Come on.
He's just brilliant. So yeah, to have him, and again, he came on set, just fit straight in, warm, funny, whatever you needed, he was comfortable doing, and yeah, brilliant.
Okay, camera set, and action.
The first entry point for me as a thespian was, oh, he golfs? Well, he's obviously a bad guy.
I think we should settle.
Oh, seriously? We could crush him.
I mean, we're all baddies in our own lives sometimes, you know, or we think of ourselves as, you know, flawed and doing bad things, but we always try to pretend we're the hero. I'm probably telling you too much about my own psychology right now, but you know, I love to play a bad guy. It's fun.
We end up on the moral high ground.
Not a place you're familiar with, huh?
Ha ha.
Let's make it happen.
Right.
And we cannot forget Jo Hartley, because that's my new BFF, and I'm obsessed with her. She is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I love her.
I played Nikki Fishwick, Dave Fishwick's better half.
She just makes me so happy, like, and what she brings to it, like again with that role, she works so hard in order to get it right. Like she'll talk to you about things. She'll just kind of want to do the best she possibly can on a daily basis, and it's so lovely as a director to have somebody like Jo on set, because her mood never changes. She's just, from the moment she gets out the car in the morning to the moment she gets in the car, and you could be doing a 12-hour shift, Jo stays the same.
It's important to be positive about things. There's always a solution. I find Dave's like that. You're an ordinary bloke standing up against corruption, standing up for ordinary people who don't have lawyers and they don't have a voice. So I'm co-starring alongside the incredible, untouchable, amazingly talented, wonderful human being that is Rory Kinnear, and it's great to be back with him. He's a joy to watch and work with.
What are you looking at?
It's not easy working with Jo Hartley, let me tell you. It's not easy. No, so yeah, I mean, amongst the many pleasures of coming back to this gang of people is working with Jo and working with Amit, who I worked with in the theatre about 15 years ago, and Chrissy, and who's been, you know, magnificent to not only sort of get the vibe of how we work on the set so quickly, but also has got such a love for the story that we're telling, and seems so invested in the whole process of it. It's been magnificent.
I think the beautiful story arc for me that I love so much is that she gets to go to the north of England and just hang out with people who are just great humans, who do good for their community and for each other, and that really kind of cracks something open for her. So that's very special to me. Yeah.
Action. Evening all. Usual please, Amy. Hey.
Everything good?
Yeah. No, everything's going pretty well.
How the clip's doing? Well, we've got over 2 million views now.
2 million?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Another 998 million and you'll be bigger than Gangnam Style.
Blooming hell. Where's Jessica?
Oh, she had to go back to New York. Something urgent came up with work, so...
Oh. Oh, that's a shame. You all right with that?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Good.
I think every day I was working with Rory, it was a pinch myself moment, and I think I'll probably take that with me for forever, to be honest. I just cannot express how brilliant he is, and I know this kind of term gets thrown around there, but when it's all said and done, he will be one of the finest actors of a lifetime.
But Rory's just
like perfect for this role. There's a real truthfulness to his performance. He's such an experienced and talented actor that you totally buy his version of Dave for the purpose of this film. And it really does set the tone for everyone else.
I'm Dave. Hey, Jess. Ah, there she is.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Too.
Good to see you. Oh, it's nice
Cut.
to see you.
There. Cut there. Well done, everyone. Leroy, fantastic. Star of the show.
That was a clip from the recent documentary about the founding of this country's first ever community bank.
Yeah, the Bank of Dave. And here in the studio we have Dave himself.
We opened with Dave on a high.
So good to have you,
He's
Dave.
had the bank, he's kind of on breakfast television, and there's a certain sort of smugness there, right? Where, it's worked and he's lent out £40 million to local businesses. He's succeeded. And then he goes on a radio program and he's challenged by someone.
Mr. Fishwick.
Oh, Dave, please, you make me sound like I've done something wrong.
Right. Hello, Dave. So tell me this. If I borrowed 200 quid from your bank, how much would I owe in a year's time?
We charge different interest rates depending on what you can afford, but on average it's just under 8%. So if my maths is right, you'd owe 216 quid in a year's time.
It's going well. Dave's still helping the community out, and then he kind of gets a phone call whilst he's on a radio show about this woman who's taken out a loan from a payday lender.
So you borrowed 200. How much do you owe now?
1,480 quid and 34 pence.
You're kidding me?
I wish I was. I'm on a pension. There's no way I can afford that.
Hang on, you're telling me they've charged you 6,000% interest?
Plus late payment fees.
What? Oh, sorry, that's bloody criminal is what it is.
You're right, Dave. I was thinking you should do something.
Me?
What about you, Dave? Why aren't you doing something about this? And Dave's like, well, I lent £40 million. It's like, but they lent £1.5 billion.
That's thousands and thousands of vulnerable people all across this country who've been taken advantage of. You say you want to help ordinary people. Well, what about us? We need help.
And there starts the story almost. He delves into the payday lenders and what's going on.
Question for you. Have you ever had any dealings with them payday loan companies?
What? Quick though and snap cash advance and the like.
Yeah.
And then he really unearths a huge problem and a huge issue. And he recruits Jessica, who is played by Chrissy Metz, who's a New York financial journalist.
Okay, how can I help you?
Oh, I've just read your articles on the payday lending companies. They're fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to get all them companies closed down.
So it's about them relating and understanding it's the same problem, whether it's in the UK or in America or wherever, and coming together to work together. And I think that's what audiences love. It's when people come together, whether it's communities or to try and go against a machine and ultimately have success. I mean, it's Erin Brockovich. It's been done before, but we're doing it in this context.
But look, if I paid for your flights and your accommodation, would you come over here?
Where's here?
Burnley.
Burnley? I've never heard of it.
No? No, it's in Lancashire. England.
I basically have really pried into the whole world of payday lending. So Dave Fishwick calls Jessica to ask for her expertise and to come to Burnley in Lancashire to try to take the payday lenders down. And she's definitely a fish out of water. And the beautiful part is that I think she's more like them than she ever knew that she would be.
Where is this place?
Whoa! Shit! Oh.
Initially, I think we could do it.
I'm just lining up a couple of outfits for the real Dave, who is making 3 cameo appearances in the movie. But the one I'm looking at the moment is actually for tomorrow, where he is he's going to be one of the henchmen. And so we are bulking him out, and we're also making him taller. So we have a pair of specially made shoes that will make him 6 centimetres taller.
Well, we've got quite a big cast, as you can see up here. We've got like 40 odd people coming through the door. We've got Rory back and Joe back as Dave and Nikki, and then we've got some new cast playing new characters. We've got Chrissy Metz playing Jessica, and we've got Amit playing Oliver, and they're all so much fun, and it's such a nice atmosphere on this job. And we've got the real Dave, who's in our chair at the moment. We are making him into different people so that he can be in some of the scenes, but we're disguising him so that, you know, we can't have Dave and Dave in the same scene. So we're putting wigs on him and facial and just, you know, trying to make him into someone else for the day.
I play a part in the pub, I play a part in the football club, but my favourite is I play a baddie.
Having Dave around is a great thing. You know, wherever you are, he just brings so much energy and almost like affection and warmth. Like, he crops up in this film 3 or 4 times, and can you find him? To be honest, it'll be tricky because every time he'd walk on set in a different outfit, it took me a few seconds to work out. I was like, oh God, Dave.
One of the nice things for me was actually the fact that we get to see Dave and Nikki a bit more relaxed and at home, and therefore we're able to kind of get a slightly more casual look, particularly for Rory.
Hang on, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
I wouldn't know.
Don't tell me you fancy getting up in court and doing a Tom Cruise.
Also doing Chrissy, coming over, the character comes over from America, so her look has to be slightly different. Her character is a journalist based in New York, but slightly socially awkward. And we felt, in talking to Chrissy, that perhaps she had a style that was just a little bit offbeat, you know, not on point, slightly old-fashioned, but something that she was comfortable to travel with. I was fortunate enough to do the original Banker Dave, which was such a fun, delightful job. Probably one of the nicest jobs I've ever done. And this is actually the same.
I won't cry, I won't cry, no I won't shed a tear just as long as you stay.
I mean, I can't believe that we're coming to the end of the 4th week. We're, you know, not far off the end of the film, and it's gone in a flash.
It's just different. And then, so chapter 3, thank you. There's a violent overdub solo. All right.
Is it all making sense, Kevin? Something that Chris said to me early on is that he didn't want me to hold back on the emotion of the piece. There's a style of composing that people refer to as mise en scene, which is kind of copy the action. And then there's the style of composing where you're getting inside people's heads, talking about people's feelings, what's going on in their heart and that kind of stuff. And I think Chris wanted, with both films, that sense of heart. Thanks so much for coming in today. It's called Bank of Dave 2. It's very much rom-com. We may put some mutes on, but it just modern amounts of vibrato. Not too much, but not. It's not a kind of cold score. And I think it's interesting in Bank of Day 2, I think for me it feels like a little bit more of a struggle, and there's a slightly more determined antagonist. There's a baddie in this. For me, this is more, it's more like a pursuit, really. There's more detail, there's more doors they have to open and puzzles they have to solve. So I think this score will be more of a motoring one. This is my third film with Chris, and I think what I really love about his style of directing is that he really respects the process and is empathetic towards it. And that's just how to get the best work out of people.
There's a lot of times we'll just watch things and I'll just kind of, I think this needs something here. And he'll go, yeah, that's all I need to say.
You might need some backup.
I appreciate it.
You know, you could have got a lawyer for this.
Yeah, I know.
And he'll know because of the way I've shot it, or the way the actor's performing in that scene. And you know, I don't say, oh, at this point let's bring in some guitars, or feels like a drum, or kind of, I don't talk to him like with that kind of lingo.
How can I be of assistance? I'm good, thanks. But my English friend here, he'd like to have a word with you.
Hello, Mr. Mancini. My name is Dave Fishwick. I'm from Burnley.
I love when something is based on a real story, especially a hopeful story like this. It's comforting that there are people out there in the world like Dave who are trying to help the little guy, and it makes the movie more important.
You know, we were fortunate starting off on this film because of we had fantastic documentaries. You know, to where we had the nucleus already there, and what the documentaries did incredibly well was that it captured Dave, it captured the community, and then we were just kind of almost just following on from that in film format. That's how I saw it. So I was like, God, if we can just create half of what was on that documentary and the spirit, we would be absolutely fine. There is scenes that we're filming on a day-to-day basis that is basically, again, a carbon copy of what happened in the documentary. So people will watch it, and if they go, did that really happen? It did. And I think that's what's good on this. Yes, you know, there's bits of Def Leppard at the end, which are very much a work of fiction, but the heart of the story of taking on the payday lenders and taking on the payday loans, and Dave looking after his community and being there for people and encouraging, like, such a, you know, a nice way to be. That's all true. That all happened.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to thank you.
Just give us a hug.
I love you.
You'll have me going, Sue.
To me, having a film project which is based on truth or based on a documentary is always, it's a sort of foundations really to what one does. And I've certainly found in all the films I've produced personally, having that basis of truth is often way stranger than fiction. And I think you've got the characters.
And these are the head offices?
Apparently.
You know, you've got the foundations there to have
Hello, boss.
a successful film.
Falafel chips and a loan, please. No, I'm only kidding. Looking for the offices of Snap Cash Advance.
Just round the back, mate.
Cheers, pal.
Anything?
Doesn't seem to be anybody at home.
I think what's great about the first film, this film, is to see the best of humans doing good from the goodness of their heart. And it's fine to enjoy that and be proud about that. But I just think, particularly with what we're going through at the moment, you know, globally, I think to see that at a local level, you can get these, you know, just good humans being good humans, I think is something that people will find refreshing.
I think it taps into something in sort of not just a sort of UK wide, but I think sort of a global sort of consciousness of feelings of powerlessness, and to have somebody that says, "Don't worry, I'll look out for you," I think feels quite comforting.
Lovely and patient and wonderful. You've got to get the right Tempest.
Oh, I'm glad you know. I wish you'd show Ian how to do it.
Let's get on this side then. Watch this and make it further. Go on then, why not?
I love me.
Ryan, say again, mate.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him.
No, I'm supposed to be Italian.
So,
Italian, excuse me.
hey, go get him. Hey, go get him. That sounds a bit. Hey, go get him.
Gotta do that one as well.
Go get him. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He's done it. He's done it. Put it in the same side.
Go, go, go.
At the top, just be both looking about.
About the
around.
area.
Yeah, yeah. And then you pick up your ring, and then you put the phone down, and then Dave's looking around, and he's got to come out soon.
Okay. Is what?
Thanks, Dave. All right, still running. And action.
He's still in there. No movement so far.
He's got to come out soon.
On board. All right, Ashley, Dave, thank you. All right, well done, everyone. Thank you. A bit of time today. That's a wrap. All right, so tomorrow, everyone, we're on a 9 till 6 continuous working day. So in fact, we've pushed the call an hour today. We're on a continuous. Thank you to Ashley. Great listening. And Dave Fishwick, you never know, we might see him again, dressed as someone else.
You know what, Dave? Somebody should make a movie about your life.
Don't be daft. Who in their right mind will want to watch a movie about me?